hope I'm recording. Turn that down a little bit. Alright, this is my Barley Crusher. I just readjusted my gap. I have a gapping tool here, which is in millimeters, 1.0 millimeter, 1 millimeter. So I think that's about 0.039, 38, somewhere in there. So I just got to thinking that maybe, like me, a lot of people might not know how to do this. But what you want to do is, the first time I had to take this thing, I took it all apart till I figured out how to do it. But on the back side, if you want to call it the back side on mine, as you can see, you got the rounded piece here, you have all the signage and whatnot up here on the top. On the back side back here, where these adjustments are, these are your adjustments here, which adjust this back roller right here. And what you do is you take these screws, these two screws all the way out from this plate, remove the plate and the screws, everything, and these are the set screws that hold these in place where they don't move while you're using it. So once you set your gap, it doesn't come up, you know, it doesn't move. So you take these all the way out, they're about 1 inch long, so you take these out and then you can adjust them backwards and forwards. You feel it when you're loosening, you know, left and right. It's the same way on each side too, so if I pull back this way, I'm not going to take it all apart again, I just adjusted it. But if I pull this back and it makes the gap wider, when I pull it back on the other side, it's going to make the gap wider, so it's the same, it's not the opposite. So you put this in here, I put this piece in here, and then I brought the gap down, pulled the thing back till it tightened up on that where I could just barely pull it in and out where it was tight. Did the same thing on the other side, so you can hear them rolling. And that's what we do right there. So just in case anybody was wondering, because I didn't know, and of course I never really even looked on YouTube to see if there was a video. I'm sure there's 100 of them out there. But that's it. But this thing works pretty good. Slap it on a bucket and throw your grain in. They also make them, I think this one holds 7 pounds. They make an adapter that has riveted on the top here. Has some sides, you know, a bigger piece up here. It just extends the hopper, and I believe it gives you 15 pounds if I'm not mistaken. It comes out bigger up here at the top. I just have this one. This is the one I bought originally, so this is the one I use. And I just sit there with a bucket and dump my grains in, fill it up, get to grinding with a cordless drill, and you know, just keep feeding it as it empties on down. So I had loosened this gap down here on my last batch that I did. We got to get rid of that song. See what we can do here. Let's see, we kick that. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. So we loosen. I loosened this gap up. I only got like 67% efficiency. So I think what the problem was with that was two things. Was my gap, and I put a large grain bill in my Brewmaster for the first time. So putting that large grain bill in there for the first time probably didn't get it stirred in real good. Probably have some dough balls, blah 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 blah. So I tightened it down. I tightened the gap down a little bit. I'll make sure I don't use quite as much grain next time. I think I used 26 or 27 pounds of grain. Probably need to stay around 22 or 23, where I can get a good mix when I put it into the mash on the Brewmaster, so it flows, the wort flows through, and you've seen all the videos. But I think that's the two reasons why my efficiency was so low. So I'm getting ready to do the experiment. I'm using the Galena hops, and we're going to do an experiment with some beer where we're all making an IPA, the same gravity, 30 IBUs I believe on the first hop addition, 25 on the second, and 5 on the 3rd, which was a total of 60, if my math's correct, if I'm just going by memory. So I'm getting ready to brew that up. If I don't, this is Tuesday. If I don't get it brewed up this week, I'll get it brewed up this weekend and be ready for the contest. I think this or not contest, but the experiment. I think this weekend is the last. You know that they asked you to please have it brewed by this weekend. So I've already got a starter ready for a 5-gallon batch. So I'm just gonna make a 5-gallon batch in the brewmaster. So peace.